Yeah, good morning. I hope you had a nice evening yesterday. I had, but it was way too early this morning. So I give my very best, and can you understand me? Am I loud enough? Great. Okay. So basic interaction with the audience. So who I am? My name is Andreas. I'm the product manager of Epic SumUp, and that's my team. I'm the founder of Aptis, and usually we have these meetings, having some stakes when the next milestone is reached. So that's an image from March this year, because we had a very good month then from the marketplace sales. But that's where I usually live. I live in Sweden. The company's from Germany, but now I changed my location because of digital possibilities. You know that. And that's my family. Just to know that I'm. That I'm quite busy all the evenings with a lot of kids. Great. What we did this year is we released an ebook, which is called Atlassian Project Manager's Guide to Jira. If you're interested in that, just reach out to us, or reserve your copy from that link, or come to the booth and we'll send you the link. Okay, so first of all, why did we create Epic SumUp? Epic SumUp is a tool which is invented in 2016, and at this time there were very fresh invented epics with Jira software. It was quite new, and that was an ideal way for us to think about projects as issues, because epics have the ability to have children, and that was something quite new. But if you start working with epics on this level, you have the opportunities to use workflows, properties, easy creation. That, in comparison to Jira project, was a very much faster way to have a lot of projects at once, even if especially if they are small. But the problem was that we are missing information. So you have to choose when you go on your Scrum board. You just see story points or time, and we needed more. We wanted to see a lot of things at once, like time estimate, story points, or the overall progress, and especially comments, because we are using the META-INF plugin to communicate with customers, and then you have a lot of comments somewhere in your structure, and it was a pain to find them. So that's one of the reasons, and one feature of Epic SumUp. So there was, in summary, there was no really good project summary. And that was the reason why we did that. So, and why are we talking about lean project management? There's a lot of tools around, and they are all good. And for big projects, everything is fine. But the bigger your tool set gets, it's not easy to control. So this is an image that represents it quite good, I think. So lean means for us is we just use that tools that we really need. So, and Jira is already a very good tool for a lot of issues and for a lot of use cases, but there is something, and there is a lot of this functionality, but not everything. So Epic SumUp should add some functions like visual overviews, like live reports just in place. That was what we are missing. The easy editing of data, and it should be integrated in Jira. So we, as some other have already mentioned, we don't store any data outside of your Jira. So migration from cloud to data center is quite easy. And it should be as compatible as possible with other tools. So a visual overview is something like a progress bar. We think that the easiest way of displaying a progress is a progress bar. So we are coming from the gaming area, and we get quite used to progress bars. And this is what a project manager wants to see in the morning. Your progress bar shows you, I'm on track, I don't have to take care of anything. But what's behind this summary, and that's what you can define on your own. Epic SumUp creates these summary rows, these progress bars, and you can define them. We call that metrics based on custom fields, like in this one. It can be the values from all the children of your project and below. We support Jira built-in hierarchies, so in terms of Jira roadmaps, epic, stories, subtasks, and everything. Like this. And for data center and server version, we have another function added, what we call containers. It allows you to make every other issue type work like and behave like an epic. So they can be parents of others, and you can stack and create structures of any height. So what you see right here is this is already different issue types that are stacked, and these are epic. So this is combinable, and you're completely free. You're not bound to the given structure of a Jira roadmap setup, for instance. Every numeric value, which can be numbers or time, can be summed up to one of these progress bars. So all the metrics are working, and you can add just any custom field working like this. So when you think of a project manager that comes to work in the morning, what you want to see is a dashboard that gives you a short view that everything is on track. That's the good situation. So we have a dashboard gadget that allows you to display all your projects, and there is the relevant progress bars showed to you just on the dashboard, so that you can see that everything is on track. So we have that gadget. We show the key metrics. You can identify the problems fast if you have selected them wisely, and every progress bar can be clicked so that you can see what's behind the this summary of the progress bar. And of course, if you click on it, or even on the dashboard gadget, there's some inline editing for the dashboard gadget as well. So that allows you to very fast act if there is something that you have to react on. So the next thing that we add with Epic SumUp is a summary panel. So we need an easy overview just at the issue, so that you can see what is related to my metrics. In that case, we have a time progress bar which combines the original estimate, the remaining estimate, and the log time of all the issues that are below, summed up into that one progress bar with a budget marker at the end, so that you can see this is where we have to compete with. We can do that with, in that example, with story points, overall cost, which is maybe the most interesting one, but you have to use some tricks and scripted fields to add this one. But who is interested in that, just visit me at the booth after this talk. And we have a summary for comments and attachments. So this is something that I like to show you also at the booth at the end. The summary panel shows everything at once. So in your Epic original, but now on every project issue type, you can have the summary panel. We have several predefined progress bars, and you can add them easily by just adding a custom field basis for progress bar and defining a budget, and Epic SumUp does everything else. Something what we have quite new from the last release is we have a calculated progress bar, which allows you to have a very easy calculation, like one field multiplied with another or with a static value, so that you can have this, like the personal cost, for instance. If you have a fixed value for hourly rate, you can just multiply it with the log time, and then you have the personal cost already just in the progress bar. If you click on any of these progress bars, we open up this detail view editor. And what you can do with that one is you can see the structure and the values that are based and related to the progress bar. And you can use it with column filtering, sorting, and everything, with a summary row at the top that allows you a live on-the-fly analysis, for instance. So who has which story is beyond the estimation? You can see that on the fly. This is something that also would like to show you at the booth. We can sort by any field. We can inline edit any values, and copy and paste is something that we use on a regular basis, also for multi-line. And you can do that with a lot of issues at once. We have column filtering and the summary row, which is also invented and released, I think, earlier this year. A very, very cool feature if you want to find out what's going on. Then we have the summary panel. If you have reduced the original scope of your detail view, you can send this selection of issues to some other tool. So we have some kind of a kitchen sink. That could be the issue navigator. That could be a tempo timesheet or our timesheet. But you can also create an Excel sheet or CSV export just from the detail view. Okay. So coming up for use cases. The first one, of course, is customer project. This is an example. So what you see down here, this is the dashboard gadget that we have, and there is 2 progress bars. The first one is about cost and revenue, and we use that for the projects. The projects have a revenue, that's what the customer accepts as proposal, and so that's the negotiated revenue, and the cost is a combination of personal cost, external expenses, and we store everything on the issue level so that we can use that and create a progress bar. And this is something what you want to see as a project manager in the morning. Everything's green, no problems, and the budgets are, but just in that case beyond, every budget is already on track. The second one is doing the same, but with the basis of time. So how can you do that? You can easily create your project structure, which means that you use your Aptis or whatever the structure that you create. Then you assign the tasks to your teams, and this is how it regularly works. So you, as a project manager, you have to delegate. So let's say this one, this task is buy the computer. The next one is build it up. The third one is teach the users. So you delegate it, and then you can see how this is populated if everyone is logging their time. Then you can estimate and plan it. And that's what you can do with the detail view as well. And then you track the ongoing projects with your dashboard. So, and if there's no problems coming up, it's quite easy to see that everything's on track. And if it's not, you just click on any of these progress bars, it opens it up and you can adjust. So, which means, for instance, communicating or adding more values or more budgets or whatever, replanning. That's everything you can do with the detail view very easily. Another use case that I want to show you is the support ticket container. So in this case, we have support contracts with some customers, and that's a story that's sometimes requested. We have these contracts, and the customers have bought, let's say, 30 hours, and now they are creating support tickets, and I want to see how much of their budget is still available. And so what we do right here is we create a container, but it could be an Epic in the cloud as well. We create a container, and every issue that's related to that customer will be a child of that container. And then you can see how this time is progressing up to the budget up there. And then you can see with one view, oh, hey, this contingent is already full, or we have enough time and we can work with that very easily. And of course, if you click on the progress bar, you can see that the tickets that are coming beyond, like this. And that's one of the views. So you see all these tickets and the related time summarized up to the progress bar. So the tickets are assigned as a child of the contingent issue, and the budget is defined at the parent. So in project management, you can change that. You can define the budgets on any level. There are cases around that. And the work that is logged to the tickets are immediately visually in the progress bar for your budget. So we do not use any caching. Everything is calculated live. And I did some, so I saw one of them I tried yesterday. 4,500 issues to load them in the detail view, and it was beyond 6 seconds or something. So it's a quite fast tool. Yes. So if you have any questions to the use cases or to the functionalities of Epic SumUp, I would be more than happy to welcome you at the booth. Thank you for your time. And if you're interested in some more of these use cases, sign up to our newsletter, and we'll see you soon at the booth. Thank you.